I'm going to explain how to expand single brackets. So to expand a bracket, we need to multiply the term on the outside of the bracket by all the terms on the inside. Quite often there are only 2 terms inside the brackets, but sometimes there can be 3 or more. So I'm going to explain using these 6 examples that I've got here. Remember, in algebra, we don't hardly ever write the multiplication sign, if at all. So when a number or a term is in front of the bracket, it means multiply, but we don't multiply. We don't write the multiplication sign. So the 2 in the first example, 2 brackets means 2 multiplied by what is inside the brackets. So we need to do 2 multiplied by x, and we need to do 2 multiplied by 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw lines to show what I'm multiplying together and then write the answer underneath. So 2 multiplied by x is 2x, and then I need to do 2 multiplied by 1, which is 2. It's a positive 2, so I'm going to put plus 2, okay? If it was negative, I would write negative. So let's have a look at the next example. 5 multiplied by x gives me 5x. And then I need to do 5 multiplied by 7, which is positive 35. Okay, it gets a little bit more difficult when you add negatives in the next couple of examples. But if you remember, a positive number multiplied by a negative number is a negative answer. Okay, a negative multiplied by a negative will give us a positive answer. So if we can remember these 2 things, it will be easier for us. 3 multiplied by 2x, they're both positive, so it's going to be a positive 6x. Then we've got 3 multiplied by negative 1, which is going to be negative 3. Okay, just watch out. Sometimes people tend to put 6x plus negative 3, which is not incorrect, but we would never write these 2 things next to each other. Adding a negative is the same as just taking away or subtracting, so we can just write the negative. Okay, so we would just write 6x minus 3 here. Number 4, we need to do minus 2 times x, which is negative 2x. Then we've got 2 negatives being multiplied together, which is going to give us a positive 6. You can here write this as 6 minus 2x, and you will see that sometimes. They mean exactly the same thing, but if you just write minus 2x plus 6, that is correct. Okay, 2x multiplied by another x, if you remember, x multiplied by x is x squared, so 2x multiplied by x is 2x squared. When we have a variable that's being multiplied by itself, we call that squared, and we write the little 2 at the top here. 2x multiplied by 3y is going to be positive 6xy. So we multiply the numbers together, and then the variables that are being multiplied together, we just write them next to each other like this. The next one has 3 terms inside the bracket, but the process is the same. So 3x is being multiplied by x squared y. So that's going to give us 3x cubed y. Next we've got 3x, which is being multiplied by negative 2p. So 1 positive and 1 negative is going to give us a negative. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. And then we have got x, which is being multiplied by p, so we just write them next to each other. And then the last one here, we've got 3x being multiplied by xm. So that's going to give me a positive 3x squared m. Okay, and then underneath here I've put watch out for this. Sometimes you will have a negative sign in front of a bracket. If you remember in algebra, we also never write the number 1 in front of a term. So for example, we never write 1x, we just write x. It's the same with when we're multiplying something by negative 1. This means negative 1 multiplied by y squared minus 3x plus 7. But they have not written the 1, okay? So imagine we're doing negative 1 multiplied by y squared. That's negative y squared again. We don't write the 1. Negative 1 multiplied by negative 3x is going to be a positive 3x. And then negative 1 multiplied by 7 is negative 7. So when you have this situation, if you notice, the signs have just switched to the opposite sign. So anything that was positive became negative, and anything that's negative becomes positive. This will never usually be a question by itself, but when you get to more advanced algebra, algebraic fractions, things like that, this does come up. So it's important that you understand how to do it now and what it means. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.